Welcome everyone to a truly special episode of our podcast, part of the BSMe2e Living Memory Project. Today, I'm absolutely thrilled to be joined by a visionary, a technology pioneer, and someone whose life journey truly embodies the spirit of resilience and impact. David Wortley. David, thank you so much for being here.
Fouzia, it's an absolute pleasure. Your Living Memory Project, this time capsule, it's such an incredible concept, and I'm honored to contribute my story to it. When you first told me about it, I was captivated.
Thank you, David. It means a lot. For our listeners who might be new to BSME2E, our mission, Business Soul Mission, Earth to Eternity, is really about creating a global human ecosystem. We want to help people discover their true soul identity, to move from just dreaming to actually doing, driving, and ultimately making their destiny. And at the heart of this is the Living Time Capsule.
It's a powerful idea because, let's be honest, in this digital age, we think everything lasts forever, but it doesn't. CDs, pen drives, they degrade. Our stories, our legacies, they can just vanish.
Exactly. That fear that modern digital media will just decay and we'll lose all these incredible human journeys, that's what drives me. We are working on something truly revolutionary, storing these lead by example human journeys, not just digitally, but into DNA capsules and archival scrolls. These will be preserved for 2000 years in the Arctic World Archive in Svalbard. Imagine that, David. Stories living for millennia.
2,000 years, that's quite something. It makes you think about what kind of story you'd want to leave, doesn't it? My own journey, I suppose, has been a bit of a roller coaster. A lot of highs, some pretty devastating lows, and then a profound shift later in life. Where do you even want me to begin?
Let's start at the beginning, David. You mentioned coming from humble beginnings, then securing a telecom scholarship. But there was an early life altering event at 16, wasn't there? Something that truly shaped who you became.
Yes, absolutely. I was 16, living in England from a working class background. I secured a scholarship to British Telecom, which was a huge opportunity. But before that, at just 16, my girlfriend and I had a son, and we made the incredibly difficult decision to put him up for adoption. It was heartbreaking, a moment that stayed with me, obviously, for decades. And then, many, many years later, through a reality TV program, our paths crossed again. That was a moment, it just completed a massive circle in my life.
That must have been an incredibly emotional experience, David, to navigate that at such a young age and then to have that reunion. It speaks volumes about the human spirit, honestly. How did that foundational experience influence your path in your career, moving from engineering into management?
Well, I think it taught me resilience, for one, and perhaps an understanding of the fragility of life and the importance of human connection. I moved through British Telecom from engineering into management, learning the ropes. Then I made a big leap to IBM where I really cut my teeth in sales. That was a whole different world, mastering the art of persuasion, understanding needs, selling complex technology.
And then in 1985, you took another leap, didn't you? Launching your own consultancy?
Yeah, that's right. IBM gave me the confidence, the skill set. So in 85, I launched my own presentation technology consultancy. It was a crazy time. We were pioneering the mass use of desktop presentation graphics, before PowerPoint was even a twinkle in anyone's eye. And we even developed overnight disk fax distribution networks in the UK. We'd send floppy disks with presentations across the country overnight. It was incredibly successful, truly a boom period.
That's incredible, David, pioneering in that space. You were ahead of your time. But with great innovation often comes great risk, and you also experienced some significant challenges later on, especially around the ComNet project.
Oh, ComNet, that was a turning point. We secured a £250,000 government grant for it, aiming to build an early community web portal to tackle globalization. It was exciting, forward-thinking, but then 9/11 hit. The world shifted. Corporate restructuring, economic downturn, it caused massive financial strain. And I had a trusted partner on the project who, well, let's just say things went south. They took over the project, forced me out. Overnight, I lost my house, my business, everything.
That's just devastating, David, to lose everything you've built, especially after such innovation and success.
It was. I found myself working night shifts in a frozen food warehouse just to survive. Honestly, it was a dark time. But even then, you learn things, you learn what you're made of, and eventually you start to rebuild.
And rebuild you did. From that low point, you found your way to Coventry University, didn't you? And back into the cutting edge of technology with the metaverse.
Yes, it's funny how life works. I became the director of the Serious Games Institute at Coventry University. And in 2007, we launched what I believe was probably the world's first hybrid metaverse launch event. We created a perfect digital twin auditorium in Second Life. It was pioneering, blending the physical and virtual, long before most people even knew what the metaverse was. It felt like I was back, back to innovating.
That's truly remarkable, David. From the depths of a warehouse to leading a metaverse innovation, it's a testament to your spirit. And then your journey took another fascinating turn, focusing on personal health and lifestyle medicine.
Yeah, that was a wake-up call. I did a 23andMe DNA test, and it showed over a 50% genetic risk for type 2 diabetes. That hit home. So with my background in gamification, I thought, why not gamify my health? I treated it like a project, a challenge, and in 3 months I lost 21 kilos. It wasn't just about weight, it was about understanding my body, what I was eating, how I was moving.
That's incredible. So you applied your professional expertise to your personal well being.
Precisely. And that led to an 11-year practice of lifestyle medicine. It's not just about drugs, it's about diet, exercise, sleep, behavioral change. And now I'm a non-executive director for the World Lifestyle Medicine Education Services, speaking internationally on community wellness. It feels like everything I've learned, all the challenges, the innovations, it's all culminating in something that genuinely helps people live better lives. It's deeply fulfilling.
It sounds like a journey guided by serendipity, David, a feeling I deeply resonate with for BSMe2e. It's almost as if a higher power or cosmic alignment connects people and events. Do you find that to be true in your own life?
Oh, absolutely, Fouzia. Serendipity is a huge part of my philosophy. Things just align in the most unexpected ways. I remember one time I needed a video editor and a cameraman for a project. I mean, where do you find that caliber of talent just quickly? I put a small ad in a local newspaper, imagine that. And within days, I had recruited a senior BBC cameraman and a special effects creator who had worked on Harry Potter, both living in my immediate neighbourhood. It was uncanny. These things happen all the time if you just, keep your eyes open and trust the process.
That's truly wild, David. It really speaks to the idea that sometimes the universe just orchestrates things. And it also highlights what you often talk about, the extraordinary potential within ordinary people. Can you share some examples of those who have inspired you?
Oh, definitely. There are so many. Take Frank Bingley, for instance, a local milkman, just an ordinary guy, but he built a top-ranking community website purely from scratch, using Notepad out of pure passion, no fancy tools, just dedication. Or Simon Stevens, a man with severe cerebral palsy. He bypassed his speech defect by using the metaverse to build a famous virtual nightclub called Wheelies. He became a global disability advocate through that, connecting with people he might never have reached otherwise. Absolutely extraordinary.
Those are powerful stories, David. They really show how innovation and determination can transcend perceived limitations.
And then there's John Sinclair, the planet walker, an environmentalist who chose not to speak for 15 years. 15 years! His focus was entirely on listening to others. He even lectured at Berkeley without speaking. Can you imagine the discipline? But the impact he had, just by truly listening, was profound. These are not billionaires or heads of state. They're just people who found their unique way to make a massive difference.
It truly humbles you, doesn't it? It links back to what we're trying to do with BSMe2e's Time Capsule, preserving these stories, the lead by example journeys of people like Frank, Simon, and John. It's about ensuring their impact isn't lost. But it brings up an interesting debate. What does it truly mean to leave a legacy? Is it in these high-tech DNA archives, or is it something else entirely?
That's a fantastic question, Fouzia, and one I've pondered deeply. While your approach with DNA and digital archives is incredibly innovative and crucial for historical preservation, I truly believe that true immortality rests in what you leave behind in people's hearts and minds. It's the positive experiences you create, the humour you share, the inspiration you impart. That's the legacy that truly lives on, in the ripple effect you have on others.
So it's about the emotional and interpersonal impact then, rather than just the physical or digital record?
Exactly. I strive to leave a trail of positive experiences. That's why my signature stage presence catchphrase is 11. It's a reminder to always go one better, to bring that extra bit of energy, humour or insight to every interaction. It's about raising the bar, not just for myself, but for the experience of others.
I love that, David. 11. It's such a simple yet powerful way to encapsulate that philosophy. As we think about future generations, what message would you leave in one of our timeless scrolls for them?
That's a profound question. If I were to leave a message in a timeless scroll for future generations, it would be this: believe in yourself and share good things with your neighbours. And I'd add, every ordinary person has the extraordinary capability within them, it's just finding it. It's about self belief, community, and recognizing the immense potential in everyone, no matter how unassuming they might seem.
That's a beautiful, resonant message, David. Believe in yourself and share good things with your neighbors. It perfectly aligns with the heart of BSMe2e and our vision for a connected, empowered human ecosystem. Your journey, from those early challenges through immense innovation and devastating setbacks to your current work in health and human connection, is truly inspiring. It's exactly the kind of story we want to preserve in our living time capsule.
Thank you, Fouzia. It's been a privilege to share it. And your project, your vision for Earth to Eternity is so vital. It's a way to ensure that the wisdom, the struggles, and the triumphs of humanity are not forgotten. That's a legacy worth fighting for.
Thank you, David. Your insights today, your life's wisdom, will undoubtedly inspire countless others for generations to come. For everyone listening, thank you for joining us on this deep soul centric journey. We hope it encourages you to reflect on your own soul identity and the extraordinary capabilities within you. Until next time, keep doing, keep driving, and keep making your destiny.